Hey there, everybody. I am so excited that you're joining me here today. So we have a couple things to talk about. I'm very excited. So the first thing is that this is a gift that was a giveaway that was never claimed. So I thought I would just jump and show you this really quick because I'm going to go ahead and do it as a giveaway. We've got the brightly lit stamp set, and then 2 packs of designer series paper. This is a 6x6 pack of the Christmas Around the World designer series paper. It's a sampler pack. You get 2 sheets of each piece. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Kathy. I saw Christy joined. And then there's this Year of Cheer specialty designer series paper. And this is also, it's one-sided, but it's got this beautiful foiling on it. So that is also available. So this is all one giveaway, not 3 different giveaways. So all you have to do to be entered to win these goodies is put a comment on this live event and share this event. That's it. That's all you have to do to be entered to win. United States residents only. I have to say that part. And I will choose a winner next week. So there's the goodies. So share and comment, and you will be entered to win. So beginning tomorrow, for those of you who have missed out, you will be able to reserve the Stamparatus. And you can do that by going to the link that I have posted at the top of this in the post at www.shoploveandstampin.com. When you go to that link and you tomorrow, you'll be able to place your reservation for the Stamparatus. So some of you may not know what the Stamparatus is. That is a stamping tool that is being released by Stampin' Up! That's much like the Misty tool. And I talked about this before, and I'll talk about it again today, in that just because you have the Misty, it doesn't necessarily mean you wouldn't want this tool. I could definitely see having both of them in my craft room. In fact, I will have both of them in my craft room because the Stamparatus has some modifications and improvements to it that the Misty doesn't have. So that's kind of cool and exciting. Okay, so as you can see, I'm opening up a paper pumpkin kit, and that is what we are going to work on today. This month's paper pumpkin kit were these cute stockings that Stampin' Up! Sent, and then all these tags, which were fabulous. And so we are just going to put a few of these together. And I'm going to encourage you, if you do not have Paper Pumpkin yet, if you're not signed up for it yet, to please sign up for it before January 10th, because then you can get it in January. Okay, so the exciting news is I already have this stamp set because I got 2 of these kits. So I actually was able to send one hey Deborah, I was able to send one of these stamp sets to my little niece in Montana so that she could make some tags and stuff for Christmas. So that is something really fun. Uh-oh, I thought my internet just stopped working. So that is something fun. If you get more than 1 kit, I get 2 kits a month usually, so I'm able to send away or use the second set as a giveaway. So I know that she was excited to get her hands on this, and she'll probably be making some really cute stuff. Also, I love keeping all the little stamp spots stored in a container, because then if I'm traveling or if I'm wanting to create a project where I do a bunch of inking, then these come in really, really handy instead of having to get out all my big ones. And I've been collecting them for so long, I think I have darn near all the colors. So that's kind of cool. So the way I store them is just, I can't find my scissors. There they are. Is just with the lid on and in a little box. Okay, so I have to share a little story time. while I get this open and we get busy making stuff. Now, Paper Pumpkin is $19.95 a month. That includes shipping, so all you have to pay is your tax. You're not paying additional shipping fee, so it ends up being around $21 a month. You're always going to get a stamp set, and you're always going to get the ink. You also get some of the adhesives, and then in your very first Paper Pumpkin kit, you'll get a smaller clear block than this. It's a little bit thinner, but it's this size, and that will be what you would hang on to so that you can always stamp all your kits. Okay, so the kits always come with everything die cut and ready for you to stamp, which is what I love about Paper Pumpkin. It is definitely something that even those who aren't super crafty or who claim they aren't crafty are definitely capable of doing. These make wonderful gifts for teenagers, early 20s, college kids, so that they have goodies to give out to their friends and stuff like that. Also makes great gifts for busy moms. So anyone in your life who you want to gift something like this to, it makes a really great gift. Great birthday gift, great Christmas gift. Hi, Christy. I saw Christy joined us, and Bonnie. So I'm just punching out a few of the elements here that I'm going to need to complete the stocking. But I am going to do a couple fun things on the stockings today, so you'll want to see that. Okay. And then I believe, we also have these red tags to help accent the tags that we've already punched. So this is how I do my Paper Pumpkins. I get everything out and I sit and I punch all the pieces out. So right now we are hooked on this TV show called Hell on Wheels. Have you guys seen this TV show? And so while we sit and watch it, this is a perfect project to sit and do while we're sitting and watching our TV shows, binge watching at night. All right, I'm going to start by using the Let It Snow sentiment. And I'm going to use that in conjunction with the snowflakes because it's snow. And it seems like it makes sense to me. And then I'm going to just, it really doesn't matter what side you do your stocking on, but I want to show you, these stockings came actually inside out. So you have to take them, well, you could just use them like this if you wanted to, but I wanted to, oh, you haven't opened yours yet, Karen. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to turn this inside out. Well, I'm glad you're watching because maybe you'll get a few tips or ideas that you might want to use. Anybody else watch the TV show Hell on Wheels? Anyone? Anyone? Hi, son Jacob. Okay, I am just going to continue to work this stocking. And as you can see, I put my bone folder in there. Okay. Jacob, I would love to know what you're asking Santa Claus for Christmas. Do you do Christmas? It's on AMC, Cheryl, but I'm binge watching it on Netflix right now. Cheryl asked what channel the show is on. It's a little graphic. It's based on the Civil War, after the Civil War ends, and they're trying to build the railroads. Very, very good show. Very interesting. I was very shocked at how mean and hateful people were to Mormons, to people who practice the Mormon religion. I had no idea. And so that really took me by surprise that there was that much hatefulness in our history towards Mormonism. I just had no idea. So I did a little bit of reading because I wondered if that was just Hollywood or if it was the truth. And it was true. They were treated very badly. So they were often very successful. people didn't like that. And then they didn't like that in those days, a lot of people that practiced the Mormon religion had more than one wife. And so I guess that was very frowned upon. And I was just really shocked with this show. There's a lot of history in it. And so it's interesting. Okay, so you can see here, I am stamping right on the stocking. So the instructions do not show to do this. This is just something that I think is really cute. And adds an extra little element to the stockings. The stamps aren't perfect, so you're not gonna, don't be stressed out if it doesn't look like it would look on paper, because it's not going to. It's, you know, fabric has wrinkles and bumps and grooves, and so anyway, the interesting thing about this show is I have oh, Thomas the Tank Engine, Christy, that's so sweet. Okay, so we've covered our sweet little stocking now with snowflakes. And now I'm going to add all my other elements. That's wonderful, Jacob. I bet Santa will bring you exactly what you want. You've probably been a very good boy. I'm sure of it. Okay, so I'm just layering up these tags. I'm going to add the clothespin. And then a little twig here. A sprig, a twig. And then I've got my cherry cobbler twine. And now I'm going to tie a little bow here. One of the things that I hate doing the very most. Now, if I was sitting watching my show with my husband, I would not do this in this order. Instead, I'll tell you in just a second. I can't talk and tie a bow at the same time, my friends. Okay, so instead, what I would do, look how cute that is. Gosh darn it, so stinking cute. Okay, so what I would do is I would sit and I would busily, hello in Monterey. Oh, I've got some fabric there. I would sit and I would stamp all of these first. So that is how I would do this. If I was sitting in the evening watching TV, relaxing, I would take my time and stamp, 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 stamp. And then I'm going to change up the sentiment really quick to merry and bright. So Denise says she loves the stamps, the snowflake stamps, but does not enjoy shoveling snow. So I don't have that problem here in Northern California. It's been sunny and 65 degrees all day today, and we have like these little bouts of rain and then they disappear and then it's back to being sunny and beautiful. So we don't have that struggle. I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm just saying we don't have that struggle. So my husband shared with me what I get for Christmas. And there's a reason. I'll explain in a minute as I'm stamping here. So I get a puppy for Christmas. Isn't that exciting? I've been wanting a big dog for a long time now. We have 2 little dogs and I was really wanting a big dog. So he told me that I can get a big dog, and the dog I really, really want is a Vizsla, spelled V-I-Z-S-L-A. And they are beautiful dogs. I have friends that own Vizslas, and So I found a breeder in Arizona. And so in February, I get to go get my new puppy. I'm so excited. They're due to be born on Christmas Day. So they'll be ready to pick up in February. Okay, I'm just cutting these apart and I'm going to stamp. I saw that too, Bethany. So Bethany's saying in her comment here that she saw somebody run the stocking through the cable knit sweater folder, embossing folder. And I also saw that and I thought, brilliant. It was beautiful. Came out beautiful. Some people just have all the ideas, don't they? I rarely change my paper pumpkins, so I'm going to share with you why. Most people I've noticed like to come up with alternative ideas for the paper pumpkin each month, and I don't. And the reason is this. I come up with new ideas all year long, all the time, every month, multiple different ideas for different things. And it just wears me out sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to come up with an idea. I just want somebody to show me an idea and let me be creative and sit down and make something when somebody else has taken the time to come up with that idea. Does that make sense? It kind of reminds me of like a mechanic that doesn't like to work on their own cars because they work on cars all day long. So they're like, no, I'm not going to fix my car. So, that's kind of how I am. I'm like, I don't want to fix my own car. I want somebody to fix my car for me. So that's how I am with Paper Pumpkin. I just really love sitting down with it and playing. And this is a little bit of an alteration here. I'm altering this just a little by adding the snowflakes because that wasn't in the original ideas. But that's a simple add. That's not a major change. I mean, I've seen some elaborate changes being made to Paper Pumpkin kits. It did. You're right. So Deborah's saying, I saw that too. It said to spray with hairspray before you run it through the Big Shot. So Deborah's going to give it a try. So that's awesome. Okay, so I missed some comments. I'm scrolling back up. Some comments that are talking about, yay, you get a puppy. Yay, you get a puppy. Yes, I'm so excited. So I have really wanted one for about 2 years now. And let me be the first to say there is a little bit of guilt that I'm not getting a pound puppy because my whole life I have always gotten pound puppies or some sort of rescue situation. I've never had a purebred dog in my life ever. So I've definitely put in my time because I've rescued a lot of dogs in my life. So I have put in my time as far as rescues and stuff like that. I really have a fascination with this particular breed. I think that it's beautiful. I have friends who have one. Well, actually, I have a friend who had two, and then I have another friend who has two, and then I have another friend who has one. So I know several people that have this particular breed of dog. And so I'm just very fascinated with them. They're beautiful dogs, and they're kind of the personality I'm looking for without the hair. So the deal is that they're very beautiful dogs, but they have very sleek coats, and they don't really have a lot of extra hair. So I don't like the shedding. And then we also live in the country, so we have burrs and stickers and everything. And so if we were to get a dog that has any extra hair, then I have to deal with that. So my thing is just, I really love this breed, and I'm excited to get my very first purebred. So Jen says, don't feel guilty. Half of mine are rescues and the rest are purebred. Suzanne says, we have Westies and a poodle. Yeah, so, I mean, it's okay. I feel bad. I do feel guilty. Like, I should not be getting a purebred dog and paying for it when there's so many dogs that needs homes. But this is horrible. It's kind of like, okay, well, if you're going with that theory, none of us should have our own children, right? And we should just adopt. It's kind of the same thing. When there's so many kids that needs homes, right? Like, I could say the same thing about somebody having a kid. I know a dog and a kid's probably not the same element. I'm comparing a human to an animal, but in my world, they're pretty close. Humans and animals. I really love animals. So for me, it's a valid comparison. That sounds horrible. Okay, so I'm almost, so this kit makes 10, I think, 10 of these awesome stockings, and I am just going to be filling them with candies and giving them out around town and to, you know, people here locally and just whoever. I just have a ton of them, so I'm going to be giving them away and treating. So this one I didn't do any of the snowflakes on, so you can see it went together much quicker because I didn't stamp any snowflakes. Here's the comparison. Which one do you guys like better? Snowflakes or no snowflakes? So then I thought maybe I would do a few with the little tree. Let's try that out. Yes, so I have Deborah saying, how about your favorite banker? Which she's saying that, will I give her one? Yes, I will. No, I did not iron the stockings. This is how they came right out of the package. Arlene likes it with snowflakes. Nadine says, just love the doggy and it will love you and bring special joy to you and your family. A forever love to snuggle and be oh so happy. Yes, of course, we'll love on it like crazy. Jen says she likes it better with snowflakes. Renee says better with snowflakes. Cheryl says snowflakes. Kathy, snowflakes. Suzanne, snowflakes. Everybody says snowflakes. So there you go. So let's try trees. Let's see what the trees look like. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up here pretty quick, but before we do, I just wanted to share a couple of more things. So the retired sale is happening now with Stampin' Up. So December 1st it started and it goes all the way to January 2nd. There's items retiring from the holiday catalog. Some things are while supplies last, so you're going to want to check that out. Again, you can click on the Shop Love and Stampin' button at the top of this post. It's not a button, it's a link, and check those things out. Remember that if you place a $50 minimum purchase with me before December 22nd, you're going to get the catalogs for free. Plus, you're going to get the cute little pack with the Gable box and the designer series papers. I'll show you those again next week. And then, in addition, you'll be entered to win some new products from the Cajuns catalog. So that's exciting. So back to the puppy, because I see I'm getting more questions. Deborah asked if I'm getting a male or a female. The answer is I don't know. I was all set to get a female, so maybe you guys can help me on this. I was all set to get a female, but then I started talking to the breeder, and then I talked to a friend who gets purebred German Shepherds. She's big into dogs, and they both were like, you know, the males are much more cuddly towards women than the females. And so then that gave me pause because my husband is super close to our little female Chihuahua mix. We have a little Chihuahua mix dog, and she's a little girl, and that dog wants nothing to do with me. Loves him to death. So I do not want that to happen. I will be very upset if I get my new puppy and it attaches to him and not me. I'm not kidding, you guys. I would probably cry. So now I'm like, oh no, what do I do? Maybe I should just get a male. So that's where I'm kind of stuck. I'm hoping that the lady, the breeder, will be able to FaceTime me and let me see them on video prior to me getting one so that I can have one all picked out that I want. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh gosh, Deborah. First of all, I can't afford to get one of each. Deborah says, get one of each. I can't afford that. And even if I could afford it, there is no way in you know where that my husband is going to allow that. Okay, so Jen says, I love the trees on the stocking, and I don't think that's true. I have both male and female, and they love me more than my hub. Okay, well then there's that. So this is good. Okay, Suzanne says, I have 2 females and they are both loves. Okay, so maybe I need to not worry about it. Is that what you're saying? I feel like maybe you're telling me to not overthink it. Get a female if I want a female, and she will be my bestest little buddy. I have always had male dogs. So our first female dog that we ever got is the one that we just got a couple years ago, the little Chihuahua mix. And so she is my first female dog. So maybe that's why. Probably overthinking it. Yes, I have ideas for names. I do. But, you know, I got to tell you, Deborah. So Deborah asked, do I have ideas for names? I have ideas for names, but I have to tell you this. So I'm a little scared to like pick out a name because I'm still cannot believe this is happening. It's almost like I'm afraid it'll jinx it if I really pick out a name. And then don't you think sometimes the name kind of has to match the dog? It's like you have to get to know the dog a little bit before you can name it. But I will tell you, we named our little female that we have now Molly. And I've always thought having another female and naming her Maggie would be really cute. So, okay. So Karen says, love the stamps with this paper pumpkin. I do too. Isn't this script beautiful? Arlene says, we have 1 male and 1 female. My husband said we would not have another male. Hiking his leg on things. Both our dogs love us equally. I don't see favoritism. Suzanne says, she will be your Thelma to your... Yes. Deborah says, yes. I think she's responding to yes, that they kind of pick their names. Yes, I agree, Arlene. The name, I think the name has to wait for the dog, because I could have a name in my head that I think might work, but then when I actually see the dog and I'm with it, it could end up having a whole different name. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's February is when I'm getting it. So we definitely still have time to think on all of that and decide. Their actual birthday, or their due, the mother is, oh, that's broken. The mother is due on Christmas Day. So I did think it would be maybe like Eve would be cute if I got a girl, or Holly. That might be cute. Okay, so anyway, I'm so glad that we got to hang out today, and I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm almost done with all my stockings, and you guys probably don't want to watch every one that I make because I'm kind of just whizzing through them here, and they're exactly the same, right? So I just thought I would pop on, say hello, see what you guys were up to, and tell you about the good deals that are still going on. Make sure you check in on those. And then also don't forget to reserve your Stamparatus tomorrow. You can reserve one by going to the link in the description or in the comments, not the comments, the link in the post. There's a post that has a link. I can talk, I promise. And so if you go there, you can sign up for your Stamparatus. Brenda says, I love the set and especially the stamps. Thank you for your tutorial. You're welcome. So yes, I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern time is when you can do that, but I will double check. I don't know off the top of my head. Isn't that horrible? I have spent the entire day working on Christmas cards for my team members. So I'm really checked out today of my online stuff and checking in online because I've been working on those all day because I definitely wanted to make sure I sent a handmade Christmas card to every single person on my team. And I have 122 people on my team. How exciting is that? So I'm looking to really build that team up even more so we have more of our family, our little community in January, February, and March. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go and I will see you again next Monday here because I will... Oh, you want to see one? You know what? They're in the other room. I would totally get them, but they're in the other room. So I'll show them to you next week. How about that? Come back next week at the same time, same place, and I will show them to you then. And I will also be announcing the winner of this giveaway. Congrats, Suzanne. I heard that you hit qualified recruit. So super excited for you. And I was so nice to see you guys and visit with you. And I will see you later. Yes, Deborah, I will see you sometime this week. Looking forward to that. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.